to Nomo Radio. Nomo Radio, your one-stop shop for a humorous commentary on our pop and subculture.
Hang on, is this even legal?
Every week, we dive deep down into conversations with interesting people about subjects that are either live in pop culture or thrive in subculture. With your hosts,
VX Madsen
and
Ada Mo.
We'll open the doors of perception and shatter your reality. So get ready, get binned, and get...
There's no turning back now. And we are off to the records. Welcome to Nomo Radio. I am your host, VX Madsen, and this is Richard, my co-host for this episode today. We're gonna get into some shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get deep into some shit.
We are gonna get deep into shit.
Too much shit, maybe.
Too much shit that I have to put on I'm gonna have to open the beer because you can't do this sober, you know.
That's true.
Or maybe you can.
But I can. That's the weird
someone
part.
should do it sober. If you're doing it drunk,
So
maybe this thing isn't for you.
So I'm the one who's gonna be the responsible guy.
Yeah, you're gonna guide me through this.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
It's gonna be great. Okay, I want to start out by showing you something, and I want your pure reaction to it.
Yeah, bring it.
So this has gone viral, like blah blah. This is a viral clip of actually a ghost con on camera.
Okay.
Some real shit. It's kind of scary, but I think you'll manage.
Bring it on.
I'm gonna show it here, and this is gonna be up on screen here, so you all can see what I'm talking about. Are you ready? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
So just do it.
Let's do this. Here we go. I want your full-on attention. Let me see if I can get full screen here. There we go. Ready?
Yeah, shoot.
Okay, check it out. Oh, it's lagging. You see that?
Oh.
Crazy, right? Chilling footage from Gettysburg.
2 ghosts? I actually
I
just
think
saw
maybe
one.
it's 2 or 1. I can't even look at that.
Yeah, you see the stars from the right.
Yeah. Wow, it's 2.
Oh, it is 2. Yeah.
Wow, shit. Isn't that crazy?
I'm getting goosebumps.
Right?
Yeah.
It's super crazy. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. Right.
I mean, they're just see-through.
Yeah.
But you can also see the
Right,
contours.
it's kind of shapy, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like, yeah. So I just wanted to show you this because I think there's not a lot of real ghost footage out there that is really compelling.
No.
But I feel like this, when I saw this, I was like, wow, oh shit, that is some serious shit.
Do you think that's fake?
No. Fuck. I don't even know anymore, But I want to say this. If it's fake, it's really well made. Like, those people should be in Hollywood doing movies. Like, but if it's not, it's there's ghosts, then they exist.
I believe in ghosts.
Right?
Definitely.
Okay. You had a ghost encounter yourself, right?
I did.
Can you tell us about it? Is it scary? Is it like
It's not actually scary at all.
Okay.
It was a long time ago. I think I was around 17.
Okay.
It was me and my previous girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
It was strong coffee, Whew. Yeah, and we were chilling in bed watching a movie on the computer. And imagine when you're lying in bed and in front of you have the doorway, and there were a bureau and stuff like that.
Bureau, what's that?
A bureau, was it just a bookshelf or something like that?
Oh,
where you
okay,
have a drawer. A drawer,
okay.
actually.
A drawer,
yeah,
okay.
that's the right word.
Nice.
And we're watching the movie, and suddenly we see this ghost just walking by down the bed.
Oh shit!
And it's gone.
Okay, so how did it look like? What
it looked like.
We actually have a drawing of this, right?
Yeah,
you
we
made
do.
a drawing.
I made a drawing, yeah.
We're gonna put that on screen right here somewhere.
And it's super beautiful. I mean, my art skills they're impossible to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the look of the drawing, the ghost looks like it's smiling, right?
Yeah, it does, but that was just a bad face. That was a really bad drawing.
Because I'm like, okay, like that's maybe it's a comedian ghost, you know, like, you know? And people are like, fucking, what's happening here, you know?
Yeah, no. But it just looked as a real human being.
Okay.
The only thing that were very specific ghosts, I'd maybe say, is that it was really white. It was clear white, but also
was it shining or like?
Not that much, but let's say the edges were more shining.
Kind of like an aura or something?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So they were shining aura. That's how you could say it.
But you could see the features of it?
Yeah, you could see everything. You could see the face, the shirt,
what
the skirt.
What gender was it?
Female.
Okay.
And it was probably from around, I'd say...
Was it an old woman?
Yeah, old woman.
Okay, how old?
Okay, not old, but she was way back in the day. So maybe like, age around 40, I'd say.
Okay.
And I think she came from I don't know about 1800.
Okay. Was she wearing anything or?
She was wearing an old skirt. I remember that.
Old skirt. So
yeah,
she was topless.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only a skirt.
It's like real hot and like in a schoolgirl shit.
The problem was I was with my girlfriend and I was like, oh shit, this is weird. Did you see her tits? I mean, did you see her?
Yeah. Fucking ghost coming here and ruin my relationships.
Yeah, so I went off with the ghost and it ended
now
really
I
fast.
got to suck my dick back out.
It's all, Scary
I
Movie 2.
I can say you get ghosted. Oh, fuck.
But Scary Movie 2, that was a real movie based on real stories. That's why.
Fuck, just making jokes.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but hang on. I actually have someone who has seen a real ghost, like when she was a child. She's going to get into it. We're going to call her right now.
Yeah.
She has a podcast called The Invisible Woman Podcast.
Okay. Is it about ghosts?
It's about her just, rambling, and it's kind of good. You have to check it out.
Yeah,
I have
definitely.
her number right here. Here we go. I'm going to just copy that. Cool. Okay.
The number for the ghost? Can we call her?
Here's the ghost. No. Okay, let's see if it works.
Invalid number.
Okay. Okay. If I just do this, okay, and then I do this. Okay, great. Now it works. Okay, here we go. Call. There we go. I think this will work.
I believe in this. I believe in you, VX Madsen.
Oh god, what's her name?
Hello?
Hello, is this the Invisible Woman podcast?
Yeah, it is. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? I just this is me, VX Madsen, and I'm with my co-host Richard.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can you hear us both perfectly?
Yeah, I can hear you. Richard sounds a little bit like farther away maybe, but I can still hear him.
Okay, that's great. I guess it's somewhat great.
Yeah, but I can always speak louder if that's the thing.
Okay. We're actually recording right now, so this is great. Okay. So we just talked about ghost encounters. Have you seen this video from the Gettysburg ghosts running around the Civil War reenactment?
Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm in the States, like right near there, so like everybody's seen it.
Oh shit! So this is like a real thing, recurring like all the time, or?
So kind of like the Gettysburg, like a lot of like around the national park and like the old battlefields. It's like really, really known to like everyone on the East Coast, at least, that it's super haunted, and so many people have seen like weird stuff there.
Oh shit! What? Oh, that's crazy. Because I just saw this with Richard, and we were like, "What the heck?" That's some real shit.
Oh yeah, like Philly. It's one of it's one of the original parts like of the U.S. The fathers were and stuff. So because it's so old, it's very known for like that's where Thomas Jefferson lived, and the Taurus border. You can see his ghost there, like that kind of thing.
Is this like a place where there was also civil wars? Like is this like a battleground somehow for this, or is it Oh
yeah, so Gettysburg, of like the biggest and like bloodiest battles of the Civil War, which is why it's, so famously haunted. Like so many people died there.
Okay, so this might be those kinds of like ghosts from this wartime, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they say.
Okay, wow.
I mean, war has been really brutal.
Yeah.
So there's huge chance there will be a lot of spirits trapped.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have your own ghost story, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can we hear it? Is it gonna be creepy, or is it gonna be like, I don't know.
It's pretty freaky, but like it's definitely like I've heard things that are like way more dramatic and stranger, but this is pretty creepy, especially I saw it when I was a little kid.
Okay.
So like pretty heavy for like a little kid to see.
Okay, so hang on. So just let all the audience know what happened. What is the situation? Because I know you told me last night, but for the listeners who just tuning in, what happened? What year is this? Here we go.
Okay, so I'm currently I'm 28 years old. This happened when I was maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
I was living for a large portion of my life. My family's in Philly. I'm from Philadelphia, so I grew up there. This happened in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I'm currently living in Spain actually, but so this was like 15 more years ago. So I was 5 or 6 years old. We used to live in a row home, which had like 2 floors and then like a long set of like stairs going up from the top floor to the bottom floor.
Okay.
All the bedrooms were on the upstairs floor. So one night I woke up, I was pretty thirsty, and I left my room to go like down the stairs to go to the kitchen and get like some water. And I walk out of my room and I see at the top of the stairs, there's like a blonde woman in a blue dress, like hanging from the ceiling.
Like hanging how? Like, is she suspended in air, or?
Like she'd hung herself and was hanging from the ceiling.
Fuck, that is gruesome, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it was like, and the thing is as well, so at the time when I lived there was really no physical thing that she could have actually hung herself from, like in that position.
Okay.
So like I know and also at the time, I was a little girl, I was living with my mom and my dad. And there was no like blonde woman like living there at all. Okay.
Did you like check the history of the house or something? Like.
So to be honest with you, at the time, I was just like a really little kid. And I think when I saw this, like I didn't really even process it or specifically like what it meant or implied, because little children don't really understand what death is or like have any understanding of that.
Right.
So I didn't even realize like how messed up that was or what I had seen until like years later.
Wow. Okay. Shit. So that's maybe something like, fuck, I guess that's gotta be somehow traumatic, like not even, being able to comprehend what you're seeing, right? Like kind of.
So at the time, it's kind of funny. I think I don't know if like, honestly, because I was so young, I don't remember exactly like how I felt at the time, but maybe I just didn't understand it. Or sometimes when you see something that's like really, really awful, you just decide to not even engage with it.
Right.
I remember like looking at her and I stood there for like a while and then I just went back into my room and went to sleep.
Right. Well, I guess that's the way to, process. Could I don't want to sound like rude or anything, but could it have been like a dream, like when you're half awake kind of thing, or
you mean like sleep paralysis?
Kind of, I don't know, maybe like, or are you like certain this was like you know what you saw kind of thing?
So like honestly, that's like a fair question. Like anything is possible. Also, I was so young as well. So, like, it is possible. Like, I mean, I distinctly remember being awake. But again, I was 5 or 6 years old. This was, like, a very long time ago. It's possible that I was just kind of, like, having a walking nightmare or something like that.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure it was a ghost.
Okay. But this event, has this all, like, affected you in any way, like, to this day? Or are you like, I'm good, or...
I mean, I'm not good, but for a lot of other reasons.
Okay. Okay. Well. Oh. Well.
Yeah. No, so honestly though, I know some people very much like believe in ghosts and they like believe in the supernatural or believe in like different kinds of things like that. Some people think it's all fake. I don't know. Some people have experienced things. Some people haven't. For me, like there's a lot of like, I guess like witchiness like within my family. So there's a lot of people who are seeing weird shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, or like I'm not necessarily even just like hallucinating things, but there's been examples of people like knowing things are going to happen before they happen, like repeatedly. Yeah. Like things that you can't just be like, you're probably schizophrenic, because schizophrenics like can't recall like future events before they happen.
Okay. Wow. I had no idea.
So yeah, it's just kind of in my family. So like, but that was really like the first real like thing that I like have like recollection of. It's actually one of my strongest childhood memories, which is kind of messed up.
Right. Fuck. So what do you do today? Like what do you work with? Like are you an artist or what do you is it just this podcast or?
Oh, so I actually work in like social media marketing, and my own podcast, like the Invisible Woman podcast, is kind of like my passion project. And I've been working in digital marketing for like other companies and other people for like 5 years.
Nice.
And after a point, and over time, like I've really seen like what works for people and what doesn't work for people, and have certain theories about how what I think like best practices are.
Okay.
So I was finally like, I'm just gonna have my own project and see if I'm right. And I have a lot of things to talk about anyway. So.
Nice. What is your social media business called, or are you doing like, are you in a company doing it?
I'm just a freelancer.
Okay.
I've worked with some like different companies over the years. I've worked with some like individuals, some artists, like different things like that over the past 5 years.
We have to send people to your website. Where should people hire your services?
So, to be honest, I actually don't have a website for myself. I've just been going through word of mouth, basically, and like working with different people. I've had some people reach out to me like through my Instagram DMs as well, which is fine. A lot of people message me just through social media. That's largely how I operate.
Okay, nice.
So I've had people, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Getting back to the ghosts.
For sure, yeah.
What do you think ghost is? Like what do you think ghosts are?
So like I don't know, because in different cultures there's like a lot of different ways to like look at it, and a lot of different like theories that come from different mythologies and stuff like that. I've seen them. Even some people are trying to like scientifically prove like what ghosts are or not. I mean, I think that they can be like a couple different things, but then again, you know, I can't really prove anything. So I'm really reluctant to be like, this is what it is.
Okay.
But I think sometimes when there's like incredibly like negative, when something incredibly like a negative event happens to someone, or like something creates like a lot of specific energy, often like their spirit will like stay behind. Sometimes in certain cases, like maybe somebody like lived in a house their whole life and they really love the house. Their spirit becomes like attached to the house because that was the most important thing to them. I also think there's like non-human entities.
Okay. So. That's interesting as well. Like aliens or demons or...
So like, that's the thing. Cause like, I know like in a lot of different like lore, like in Islamic lore, they have like jinn and like, there's all different kinds of spirits, like the very specific like Japanese spirits that like, you know, have like, there's one that like, she looks like a beautiful woman, but then she turns around and like, she has like the Joker smile and like her mouth split and she eats you. There's all different kinds of stuff. So I don't, but yeah, I guess like in like Christianity, they call them like demons, I guess. I mean, I definitely think there are entities that are good and are bad. And again, some people would say that that's insane and like I'm crazy, but like I know what I've experienced in life.
Right.
But I guess you can't really like, if you've experienced something, how are you supposed to judge anything that you haven't experienced? Like if you haven't experienced something, of course it's not going to be real.
Of course not. Yeah. You can't, what is it like? You can't comprehend what you don't know, or like, if no, you don't know what you don't know kind of thing. I don't know.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah.
But I agree with you with the powerful energy that's getting attached to the house or places.
Totally. Like, what if it's like a discharge somehow that just sends like, look, what if like we as humans have such strong, energy, let's just assume that humans are like eternal souls just experiencing life in a flesh body and then go to the next flesh body, right?
Sure.
Right. If that's the case, then if someone were to die or have inhabited a space for like a lot of years, that space would have its own routine, kind of, right? That space would have its own energy signature somehow, right? I guess this is just my thoughts coming out, right? But I would assume like someone had lived in a house for 50 years. They would have the same routine every single day in and day out. Wouldn't that leave a signature somehow?
Of course it would.
Right?
I mean, we are energy beings.
Right.
And whatever we do is sending out energy.
Right.
And we interpret that energy all the time. So if there is a powerful thing going on over and over again, it will be attached to that place.
Right. It's kind of like also if it's this thing with if you have a goal in life and there's nothing stopping you, you just have to get this goal, then I think the universe is just going to be like, okay, we have to give him whatever he wants, right?
Yeah, like, as long as you align with it.
Totally.
Always
like
taking
persistency.
The step.
Yeah. Like so persistency is also like habits, right? If a person wakes up every day, makes their coffee, goes to the kitchen, takes a shower, goes for the walk, come back, have a wang on the couch, or something. I don't know, but that would be like a habit, right? And if that happened every day, that would be a form of signature.
Well, it's a ritual, actually.
Right? Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And rituals tend to stuck.
Right. But also, like everything's atoms, right? So if a house would be like, what if there's no distinguishment between humans and objects? Like it's the same, things we're built out of. Like, right?
That is energy.
And the only thing holding it together would be energy, and that that would also mean that if you get really good at like meditation and controlling like your brains and stuff like that, then you would be able to, like go through walls, maybe levitate and stuff like that.
Yeah, they say that can happen. They say people can do it, like these really yogic teacher from India, and they can levitate and walk through walls and stuff like that.
Have we ever caught that on camera?
I don't think so.
Fuck, I would
actually
be really cool.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. What did you say?
So those are actually like very interesting things to think about, because this doesn't have as much to do with mysticism, but like quantum mechanics. And we've discovered that there are particles that actually differently, like when we're looking at them versus like when we don't look at them. So the state of matter being constant is not as direct as we like think it is. So even on like an atomic level, like our expectations, like actually like on an atomic level, like can manifest things in these weird particles. So it's kind of an interesting question of like, how far can that be taken? Right.
You're talking about when the particles are observed, they behave differently when they're not observed?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that called? Is it? It's like quantum. Like they tried to do this experiment where they would shoot particles through a slit or something. Do you remember? Like. I can't remember. Like I think it was an experiment where they were like observing particles, and the particles would when they were thrown through this slit or something, there's like they made like two holes or something, and there was only one particle. But when I think I might be wrong about this, but I think when they observed it, it would just go through one hole. But when they didn't observe it, it would go through both. Like it's like. Somehow manifested, like I don't. It's so out there. I can't even,
I mean, it could be that the scientists trying it out had this idea. It has to go through one hole,
right?
So they manifested that, and as soon as they turned away, they kind of let go of the energy and all the intention that one hole is the only way.
What if it has something to do with attention, like? If something is paid attention to, it behaves differently than if it's not paid attention to.
Could be. I know. I saw a documentary from. Let's see. It doesn't matter right now, but they were making an experiment with plants and light.
Okay.
They had this plant. Let's see. That was in. Was that in the? It was in one of the corners, I guess. Yeah, the plant was put in one of the corners in a room.
Okay.
And then they had a light in the middle that randomizingly chose where to shine the light.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we saw that. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
after that experiment, it showed that the plant had actually gotten more light than any other places in the room.
Right. That's so fucking
So the
crazy.
plant had,
You know?
I mean, it was conscious and could draw the light towards itself.
It's so weird. Like, this is a random number generator you're talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck, that's so weird. Like that means that, that, you know, that would mean that the universe is conscious somehow. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, such a wild thought that the whole vastness of universe is just like, I'm conscious.
But like that's the thing. Like, have you ever seen people talking about like the theory that like humanity is like the universe's way of like experiencing itself?
Right. Oh fuck. Like are we talking about dimensions? Like layered? Like or what? Like try to explain.
Here's the thing, because like I feel like a lot of these ideas have been like kind of extrapolated for like greeting cards and like uplifting Instagram captions in a way that kind of gives them bad credit and like makes everyone seem insane and like that. But like I think the fact of the matter is, regardless of how you look at it, like we know very little about the actual nature of reality and like how like on the lowest levels these things function. Yeah. And like while some people will look at like I believe it's photons or like the particle they discovered that they've observed to be in like the same like time at two different places, or like they literally travel in time. Like they found so much weird stuff that on the most basic level, we really don't know what is happening. Shit. So like it's really hard to say like what is possible and what is not. Like I think maybe at like this point in time, the most astute answer is that like we kind of just don't know. And anybody who tells you that they does know is like probably trying to sell you like a self-improvement course.
Yeah. Like, hey, do you want to know the fucking universe? Fucking buy my course, you know? Fuck, that would be so fucking dumb. Like, hey, spiritual awakening, it's all in your head, but like, pay me to tell you.
Well, the problem is that is happening.
That is happening.
People think they have the power to get paid and tell it.
Totally. Like, but that's also why I'm a little bit cautious of all this, like spiritual guru and like people claiming to know, you know. I remember like some few years ago I was friends with a dude and he lived near a cult actually, and he was like, hey, do you want to go down there and say hi? And I was like, can we just go in there? Wait. Yeah.
Did you say he was in a cult?
No, he lived in the same neighborhood where there was a cult. So he was like, people were getting in and out of there, you know, and it's kind of weird. But he was just went down there and knocked on the doors and says like, hey, what's going on here? And, you know, so the cult leader came out. He had like long hair and like this white robe and stuff like that. People.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we got inside and people were like praying in like on cushions on the floor, and it was like, so I was like, hey, what's going on here? You know, this looks cozy, you know. And then he started like, you know, oh well, this is Chris or Laura. I don't know. I don't remember, you know. So he was like trying to sell me on this, and my friend was like really into it. He thought it was interesting, and I was like, this is not good. And but before we got there, we saw a woman come out, and she was like really like embarrassed almost, like she had like just looking down, and we asked like, hey, what's happening in there? And she didn't say anything, you know. So, so yeah. So totally awkward. Super like the fucking whole energy was like off-putting, you know. But then we got out of there. It was like, okay, this is too crazy, you know. Then we find out like 2 weeks later that the police had arrested everyone. So you know,
well, it was not only good things happening in there, obviously.
Right. Like it's like I think some of the neighbors have complained like for a long period, and now was like, you know. So yeah, I've seen that up front, and it's fucking scary. You can see like the eyes of people in those like it's horrifying. Like people are almost a slave to their own beliefs or their own, you know, convinced beliefs is almost the better word.
I think I could say that usually it actually is weak people that have problems right now.
Yeah.
And they searching for immediate help. Solution. And to find comfortness.
Right.
And as long as he can comfort them with that, it will just go on. And I don't think everybody does it, but they will keep spreading lies as well.
But it's kind of interesting, like this need for a leader. Like that's why we have businesses, you know, So what's a cult and what's a business? You know, like when is it like it's all like for Go ahead.
I would say the second cult has to file taxes. It's a business.
What's that?
The second a cult has to file taxes for income.
Yeah. Right. That's the main difference, sure. Oh fuck yeah! But I love business. Like I would love to be a big what do you call it, cannon, or a big dude in a like a business.
A big baller.
Like, actually, no, but I find it super interesting that you like brought that up. Actually, you know, as like an entrepreneur who works for myself, like I find a lot of it's very interesting. Our space of like taken like.
Oh, you're kind of cutting out.
Capitalism. Ooh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm living in like a 600-year-old house on like a mountain.
Oh
so,
shit!
Like,
okay, fine.
It's good that the internet is this long. Like that.
Yeah.
Spanish Wi-Fi is whack, man. Oh my god.
Like.
But I don't know if this saying like exists in other countries, but in the U.S. we say somebody has like drunk their own Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And they're like saying a bunch of like stuff that isn't real. They're like really hyping themselves up, and they've really bought into of themselves.
Yeah.
And I find that like within the entrepreneur space, a lot of people are like really into like combining like capitalism and spirituality, and like you can manifest all you want, and I'm like, you don't need to manifest, you just need to like post on Instagram, right?
Right.
And I fully believe, you know, like I told you, like I come from a family of like people. I am very pro like, you know, like art and study and like believing in what you want to believe, and like trying to discover different like facets of the universe in your own way.
Yeah.
But I kind of think like advertising prayer is like a very weird, and I like mute all those people.
Right. Was that a question? Sorry.
Oh no, that's all I said.
Sorry,
okay,
it's cutting out so much. Like it's like so we didn't get much of that. Sorry, the signal is not very good. But also,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Also, we are down at 14% cell phone use. So we kind of want to say thank you for calling in, and thank you for your story. It was awesome just hearing, you know, you sound like a great person, you know?
Oh, thanks. You guys sound okay.
Thanks.
Oh, that's good enough, I guess.
Mediocrity is all right. Right.
Oh, so it's the Danish Jantelaw again, right?
Yeah. So, hey, but where can people find you?
So I run the Invisible Woman podcast. I rant about my opinions on like different philosophical and like internet happenings.
Yeah.
I've been alone for most of quarantine, so like I'm forcing people to listen to me now. You can find me on Apple. You can find me on Spotify and on Instagram as well if you want to see like what I'm doing, living in all these like 600-year-old buildings on this mountain in Granada.
So everyone, go listen to the Invisible Woman podcast. We will send a link in the description for everyone so they can hear your rants.
Awesome.
Have a nice day, and thank you for calling.
Yeah, have a great one. Bye.
Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
That was that.
Pretty interesting.
It was.
I love just like talking to people about this. It's so great. What a great girl.
A lot.
Isadora. Great girl. Yeah. She has the Invisible Woman podcast. Now we just send people there because it sounded pretty cool with the house there.
But what she's saying was a
600-year-old Spanish house.
And where was it?
In Spain.
Oh, Spain. Wow.
It's a Spanish house in Spain.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, it does, right? Like geologically, it's like in the same place. Okay, cool. No, but to expand on this thing like cults and businesses, like it's kind of interesting that people, like by nature, we want to be either led or want to lead, you know, and there's nothing wrong with either of them. It's just depending on what you're into, right? I feel like I want to be like someone leading the crowd. Like I will take all the risks so that people don't have to take it. I want to take all the punches. I want to be the one, you know, carrying the heavy load, and then I want people to, you know, be safe in my, you know, domain or presence, you know, kind of like if we were like what do you say, like cavemen, right?
Yeah.
I would kind of be, I would fight to be the tribe leader, like just like this is where we you know, just, you know, you do that. I would love to just delegate all day. You do this, you're fucking good at this, you can do that, you're good at that, man, you can do this. When you do that, come back to me and so, you know, just have like a whole, you know, I would love that.
To have control. Not in a bad way.
It's not control, it's more like I have a vision, and if I can find the right people for that vision, I don't have to touch it.
Oh, that's
like,
true. I see what you mean. Yeah.
I try to like find things that I think people would love doing, and then I would love to like sail that ship and let them just, you know, figure it out. Like I think that's the biggest problems with some people. They want their hands on every fucking process, and that's gonna stress people out, you know.
The funny thing is, I'm more like that.
Yeah,
I'm having a hard time to really let other people do things, because a lot of times I know that I could do it better, but that is not necessary always. No. It actually just needs to be a relaxed approach towards it. I mean, you delegate it to other people, because if you do all your stuff by yourself, you're gonna crash at some point.
That's it.
Well, it depends on what it is, but if you actually want to expand and get some shit done.
That's also why I wanted to stop art, because I couldn't delegate any of it. Like I couldn't delegate none of the process could I delegate. At least not like as of right now. You know, when you become like super rich, you can have like people paint your paintings, and that'll be like, all right. You know?
That's easy.
Yeah.
Money makes things easier.
Right. But I you know, fuck that. But in a business, you know, there's like, okay, we have a product. Let's say it's a cell phone.
Yeah.
Everyone contributes to getting this phone sold. There's like people in advertising, there's people in marketing, there's people like product designing, all these things that they try to optimize on every aspect so this product just sells easier.
Yeah.
The more people that buys it, the better. You know, repeat customers is also better. That's why Apple, for example, let their phones die out with updates like back in the days. They don't do it anymore though. That's pretty good.
Good thing.
Yeah. But they wanted repeat customers, so they, you know, and that's a way to do it. Like have technology be worse over time, right? Even though like technology can actually last many years if it's designed right.
I mean, old technology.
Yeah, look at this computer here. This is a ThinkPad, you know?
That is old.
That is a fucking old ThinkPad, but I love it. It's such a good working horse, you know? It doesn't have to be Apple. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to carry a lot of weight, you know?
Yeah.
And that is what I want. And also the fucking keyboard is fucking fantastic. It's great for writing, like writing my books and stuff like that. It's just you know. Also, I have now the opportunity to just take this computer, go to McDonald's, sit at McDonald's for a whole day, just getting fed, you know. No, but just writing, you know. Some people like that kind of environment, where it's like there's a lot of people, stuff like that. But I frankly don't. I just have it here.
I'm the opposite. I like writing with my hands, with pen and paper.
But what if you wrote a book?
Yeah, I guess I had to do it on a computer.
That would be a long fucking... I hate writing with my handwriting. Ugh.
But I love it. I don't know, because it feels more personal. It feels like stuff is actually happening, getting down there. I get a good feeling out of it.
What do you write? Is it notes or what?
Yeah, it's notes and notes from meditation. I mean, some downloads I get from the universe and stuff like that.
Okay.
And also, I do a journal sometimes. So there's a lot of different shit.
Then that is great, because all I do is only get ideas done. If I am not able to read what I've written, like, you should see my handwriting. It's really bad.
Yeah, but that happens to me as well. I mean, there's been writings I was like, what the fuck did I write here?
And that cannot happen if I have an idea. So it's like really important to me that I'm able to read and refer back to what it was, because I might get an idea that I had 5 years ago, but then I learn a new piece of information that will make this idea really important right now. And then I can really like combine this information that I just learned with this idea I had a few years ago, and then put them together, and now we have like a website or a business or a thing, right? So that's kind of also why I read a lot. You know, I need to read a lot of different books so that I can piece a lot of different pieces of information together and make this connection. And those connections are going to be worth billions someday. That's it.
And then it's easier to sell it if you actually have it on not
now
paper,
you just have
but
to make it, you know, delegate, right?
Yeah, well, you know, some people are good at writing, some people are good creatives.
Yeah.
Just find them all together, and then you just walk down into the room, circle it, say all the shit you come up with, and they're just gonna put it down there and make something.
It. I kind of want a company like that, where I just go into a meeting room. Here's what's gonna happen, guys. Here we go. I have this idea for a banana, and it's gonna be covered in peanut butter chocolates. There we go. Here we got stands. We got a brand. You, Johnny boy, you go get that. You go make that. Put 50 stands down Hollywood Boulevard. You know, just like, oh, here we go. I also have another idea. It's for a cap, but it has a little propeller on it. Here we go. Can we make this a travel thing? Could this be a new form of transportation? Here we go. You run with that, Danny boy. You know.
Yeah, but you know,
Give me a cigarette.
But we're not even done on the first one.
Yeah, shut up and do your work. Yeah. There's like, work-life balance. Fuck that. Hats.
Yeah, that could be nice.
It could be a fun company. People would be like, what the heck happened here? You know.
But then when the product is actually arriving, there are going to be nothing like the idea you had from the start.
No, but because then people have taken ownership of the thing, right? Then it's their thing. That also means, okay, let's just make it like, let's just entertain the thought that a company like this would exist. That would mean that I could actually make a company where I come up with ideas. I find the right people for the ideas to, like, it would be project based, right? So a person is creative. He has a lot of ideas. He's also really good at making things happen, right? I hire him. I come up with this idea. He kind of falls in love with it. He thinks that is pretty dope. I could do something with that. Cool. Okay, can you find the right people? Yeah, sure. You know. Okay, I'll give you 6 months to figure out what this could be. Work every waking minute of it and see what it can be, right? I get 50%, he gets the rest of the 50%, like ownership. Like let's say he starts building this. It actually there's proof of concept that works. There's revenue coming in. I get 50% of that revenue, so we can fund more businesses, right? He gets his 50, so he's like paid like as the CEO. He would have his own pay, his own royalties, his own stocks or whatever. And then he would just like build this, and I would encourage him, build it bigger. Then we figure out an exit strategy. Should you sell? Do you want to keep doing this? Do you want this whole for yourself? Yeah. Like, do you want to buy out? Stuff like that, right? And then you know, eventually I could build and grow businesses like in this huge business, and like all the people who work on it would kind of be their thing, you know.
I don't want to break it to you, but it sounds like a concept that's already made. You know, Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den, what's that?
Isn't it what it's called?
Shark Tank?
Yeah, no, it's a Shark Tank where you pitch your ideas and all these rich people have. Yeah.
But that's not what I want.
No, I know, but it was supposed to be a bit funny, but
sorry. But this would be like a company that did this. This was like the whole model, right? So I've thought a lot about this. Like just, you know, what that would be a company that could do anything, you know. In theory, it would be in every industry. It would be so vast.
But to get there, it's really hard.
We have to start somewhere, so I have to sweep some floors now. You know, that's it.
And then sweep on to the next place and the next place. No. And then just keep pitching your ideas to all the people that actually work in there. Yeah. You know, I have this idea. It's about a mop, but it's mopping itself. Right. You know?
Yeah. That could be a good product if it could work, you know. Yeah. Just have its own, like, for real, that could be a good product. Like, we have this vacuum cleaner that can do it. We have the, you know, grass cutter fucking thing.
The robot.
Yeah. So why wouldn't we also have a floor cleaner?
Yeah, know? I mean, they already done it with the vacuumer.
That's it. That's what I just said, yeah.
Did not listen at all.
Okay.
Got caught up in the lawnmower.
Right. Okay. Do you have something you want to talk about? Because I feel like I've talked a lot.
Yeah, you have talked a lot.
Okay,
so, well, I was thinking about old computers, well, not old computers, but when you were talking about your old computer, you remember these old portable CD players? You know, like Sony Walkman, Discman, and those ones. Yeah. It just caught my attention again, and I remembering how awesome that was. I remembering going on vacations with my family as a kid, and you have brought that one along. But then
Celine
you also had
Dion.
this. Yeah.
Shania Twain, here we go.
And then you also have this case with all your CDs, and it was packed.
Or a book.
Yeah, exactly. The book.
Oh my God. Oh, what are we going to
so many
to?
CDs.
Did you have like these greatest hits CDs?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. My older sister, she was collecting a couple of them, so she had all, you know, these CD stands as well, where you just put them in, you could hang it on the wall or standing on the floor. All those stuff.
Fucking CDs, man.
And then you scratched them, and the CD was all just
useless.
Yeah. But then they came up with the solution of repairing it with toothpaste.
Really?
You remember that? You ever tried it?
No.
I did that, and it worked.
It does?
In some way. I don't know if it's the crystals in toothpaste that makes it work. And I remember having this old computer game. I think it actually was Hercules when I was a kid. I love that game.
Was that fun?
Oh, yeah. I fucking loved it.
That's true. That was a fucking fun game. I played that too.
And I played it so much that it scratched the CD at some point, so I couldn't play it anymore. And then I tried it with the toothpaste,
That's
and
a lot of gaming, though.
Started working again.
Shit. Do you think it goes down into the CD and kind of fills in cracks or something?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it actually is more something like a transparent glue in some way.
Okay, so wow.
I don't know how it works.
I know there's machines like where you just put a disc in, then it just files a layer off the disc, and then you can like... Yeah. I thought about starting a business like that, but then I was like, fuck, who uses CDs, man? This would be dumb, you know?
It doesn't work anymore.
No, fuck that. Everyone's gonna, like, and it's even gonna get worse from now, right? Like, or better. I would say better. Like, everything is like digital now, so that's great.
It's easier. It's easier to access.
Yeah, everything's easier now.
Portable.
Like, yeah. But yeah, times change, man. Times change fast. And like, have you seen this Neuralink with Elon Musk?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dude, man, you gotta see it. It's
What's
like
that?
he's made this little robot that goes into your brain.
Oh,
and then
that one.
It's like a new phone, right? So you can just like, you know.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, fuck, it's so crazy. They demonstrated on 3 pigs.
What?
At the demonstration, yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool. Really cool. So we're gonna be cyborgs.
So you put it in your brain, and
it's gonna be mounted there forever. I don't know. Maybe till there's an update. But it's really interesting. Like what Elon Musk is doing is fantastic. I think that's great.
Yeah, but I have a hunch of that he's not always doing it for the better of man.
Like, what do you mean?
I mean that thing you put in your brain, that kind of microscopical thing.
Mm-hmm.
It could be misused in so many ways.
Tell me about that.
I have a thought about it. I mean, if you actually put that in your brain, it means that you have access to it. It means also that other people have access to it.
Like hackers.
Yeah, hackers.
It's kind of fun because my co-host last episode said the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to say this. Okay, if someone hacks this phone, are they going to hack my brain as well?
Maybe. I don't know. If
but right now, as of now.
As now?
Yeah, they can't hack my brain.
No,
but they can hack my phone, sure. They
and
can hack the device.
It's partly your brain because we've put too much of our brain capacity into the phone.
Right. But it's a valid point. I want to say this. It's a valid point because how will it be connected? Will there be an overrule kind of thing where someone can just like send a Trojan horse into your fucking frontal lobes and then you're like, fuck, that would be insane. People would just like go around and be fucked all the time, right? That would be insane. Or a DDoS attack or something. I don't know. Fuck, that would be shit.
Oh yeah, they're just closing it down.
Yeah, just
completely.
Like, yeah, fuck. And people are like, "Hey, did you want milk in your coffee? Fuck, get out of here." No, but like it's serious. Like, fucking, what if it could be hacked? What if people could be hacked?
Yeah.
Have you seen like Upgrade the movie?
Upgrade?
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing happens in that movie.
It does?
It's scary. But
so what happened?
Okay, we can talk about this movie. It's a few years old. I don't want to spoil it if people.
Okay,
but I'm gonna spoil it when it's a little old. So this dude is with his wife, and they get into an accident, and some thugs kills his wife. Then he's paralyzed in that accident, so he's like, he can't walk anymore. Then a dude offers him to put a chip in his neck so that he can walk again. And first he's not like interested, but then after a week of like just him shitting himself and he can kind of his mother taking care of him and stuff, like he's not into that. So he's like, okay, sure, let me get that chip, then it kind of works great. He can walk again and stuff like that. But then he has to overrule the chip in order to because the dude that gave it to him controls it for him, and he wants revenge on the people who killed his wife. So he's going out there trying to find these people, but this chips know where he is, and so people can see he's doing crimes, right? And then he's talking to the chip, so he can have conversations with the chip, right? So the chip can take over him completely if he chooses to. So there's a scene where a guy knows a piece of information, and he's like, the robot says, "Hey, should I take over?" And he's like, "Nah, please, just don't kill him," or stuff like that, And then he's like, "It'll be quick." Okay. And then we just hear a blade slicing a face, and then we hear a guy scream, "Ah, fucking," So and then we cut to the face of this poor dude just fucking bleeding all over. And then he's dead now. Okay, we gotta get out of here before the police comes, But then this inventor dude, he's like, we have to shut you down. This is illegal, and we have to get the thing back. And he's like, nah, fuck this. I'm keeping this robot in my neck, right? In order to do that, he has to overrule so that because he's like sending like blocker things to the chip so that it can just lock down. So he's like kind of walking, just crawling on the street into this door that someone can hack the chip, then open up the whole abilities for this chip to take complete control of this dude, which is where it goes wrong, you know? Because now we know that this computer thing is like a killer who doesn't feel emotions and just mutilates people if he can get
so the chip can actually just overrule the human.
So what happens is he gets this hacker who's like, you know, and then you know, it's all good now, you can fucking pretty good, you know. And then he fucks off, and then he gets you know, his money and fucks off, and then he can move again, you know. So then the robot just, you know. Okay, so at the end of the movie, he's like confronting the developer of this thing, like, get this thing out of me, you know. And then it's revealed that the inventor has a chip as well, who has also been taken over.
Oh,
so
bum, bum,
right. That this is like a plot point that if you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but yeah, super great movie though. And then so here's the creepy part. So he's like fighting with his whole being. No, I want to fucking, you know, I want to alive, you know.
I don't want to be controlled by a fucking chip.
Right. So he's fighting so hard, and the computer is just like, nah, fuck that. You know.
Is it just that chill, laid back chip?
Right. So the computer just puts an image of him and his wife in love. He's just replaying that in his brain. So now he just has no, you know. Now he's just a chip, and he's just going like. So we see him like his eyes just
autopilot.
Yeah. So we just see his eyes like, you know, and then he fucks off. It's super creepy. Yeah. But it's really a great movie. And
that is actually what I'm afraid of. That could happen if you plant a chip inside you.
It's a very valid point.
Because at some point, it's gonna be able to actually take control over movement of your thoughts. And ideas.
That's the first thing they want to do. Yeah. It's a computer that can help you walk if you're paralyzed. Yeah. So it's totally valid. Totally.
I mean, from that perspective, actually, at first, it can help you out in so many different ways. Yeah. I can see that as a really good thing.
But this is also before there's an AI. Like Siri isn't really an AI, right? Like if there's no AI, then it's just a phone, right? Yeah. But when an AI comes and that AI is connected to the fucking internet, and you know, like that's gonna be a whole other thing, because it's like two different systems, right? We have this that works as a tool for us to express and whatever, and then we have an AI that is also a tool that can automate whatever we want to do on this, right?
Yeah.
So those three tools need to work together somehow, right? And
the problem is when the fourth part come in and start messing with that.
But I want to say right now, so we have seen so many things, like so many experiments with AIs, and they keep getting better and better and better, and eventually they'll be fucking great, and they won't be able to be penetrated or messed with, or you know, it would be like creating a new form of brain that it would be its own kind of
person.
Kind of like that, but it would be like a species almost. So it would have its own rights as humans have rights and stuff like that, and then we could integrate together. Like they could have like it's gonna be really great when that happens. But also, you know, movies that portray these kind of things, knowing as a filmmaker, whatever gets tickets is the thing that the movie's about. So the more scary or the more wild or the more destructive or war or stuff like that, the more people will go, oh my God, I gotta see that. You know? That's it. If we were just like in a utopian society where people were like, hey, we have a nice life here, people would not go see that.
No, it's not gonna happen anything.
No.
They need something more of the extreme.
Right. So that's why there's so many movies of this, you know, because Hollywood is like, it's just writers. It's writers who are, you know, coming up with ideas, and then studios saying, hey, can we do it kind of like this? And the writers are like, sure, I guess, you know, and then a movie is made and a director is attached, talent is attached, and then there's a product there that can make some money, you know? Yeah. So that's kind of it. That's why we have so many of these kind of things, you know. Okay, I want to say this. Did you see Arrival?
I'm not sure. It was, how old is it?
It's not. I think it's from 2018.
Not sure. What's it about?
It's actually about aliens coming from the future to the past, but no, there's just a ship suddenly arriving at Earth, and military's got in and like that.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's really great. It's because it's another kind of alien movie. Yeah.
Isn't that? I think that is the one where they're actually friendly.
Yeah,
aliens, right?
I've
heard about that.
Yeah, they are in alliance with the humans. Yeah, and so they were sent back in time, or sent to this time, so they could teach people about this race, because they're going to be allies in the future. It's so good.
Okay, yeah.
It's such a great, you know, and I want to see more of those movies where we partner with aliens.
Yeah, because the only thing that's picturing is the fright that
I don't want that.
No, if alien comes to Earth, it's going to be hell.
I hate that. I hate that narrative, because that's not at all how I feel it is. Like I feel like there's so many races in this universe. Like, if we're not talking films right now, if we're talking reality, there might be like so many races out there, and some of them might be super high in consciousness.
Definitely.
Like, really, like super conscious beings. Like, and where we are like, we have the tools for that, but it's like giving a child a toolbox. Like, what are they gonna build with it, you know?
Yeah.
So we're kind of navigating that right now. Some people are really good at building houses with this toolbox. Some people try to build, you know, cars, but with a screwdriver, and just need more than a screwdriver to build a car, you know.
Definitely.
So we're learning, you know. We are the kindergarten of the universe right now.
I mean, we haven't been existing that long.
No, that's it.
There is a long period of time, but not that long if you compare it to the whole fucking universe.
That's it, man. And think of people or beings that have been a race for like millions of years. You know, those beings would be high in consciousness, you know.
Definitely.
Because I think, without really knowing, I think the evolutionary thing, the steps, is only higher consciousness. It's more intelligence. It's more understanding. It's more, you know.
I think that is where the AI comes in.
Yeah. So if we can build an AI that has connection to the internet, that means we have every information ever created by any person ever at our disposal. That means we could have so many viewpoints on one thing that we could connect so many dots so much faster, right? And that would make us super intelligent, all of us. Like, we would really become like now a whole new society, you know.
But I don't think that could do it, actually. I disagree with that thought. Because I think that humans, first of all, need to evolve our consciousness a lot more. Yeah. And by doing that, we are not going to evolve ourselves that much. We're going to use a tool that helps us evolve. Yeah. It's a bit like using your cell phone. Yeah. Because what I've learned from using my cell phone a lot is that my brain gets tired. Not tired, but it gets... It doesn't get really good at remembering stuff.
No, because it's all here.
Yeah, and you have the calculator. You don't have to remember shit. You'll just check your phone. Okay, that was on Thursday at 22 p.m. or something.
Yeah, totally. Like I can agree to that the more we alleviate ourselves from our tasks and abilities and stuff like that, the more, you know, we actually become weaker, because if this thing is taken away, then what do we do, right?
Yeah, because today I don't think I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, but I don't think I could make it in any way if all our accessories would be taken away. I mean, start living from a stone age again.
I could totally do that.
I would like to say I could that as well, but I think maybe I couldn't do that. I would like to say that about myself, but there's so many things you need. You know, you need to have the information of what food you can eat.
Right. Okay, I mean, in that way,
like pick mushrooms.
Right. That's why you want to build up a big library, like a home personal library. Just build a big fucking library on all kinds of information, like religion, science, viewpoints, people who've done amazing things, money, like societal structures, buildings, food, agriculture, farming, fashion. Like all, you want a broad fucking spectrum of books, so that if anything goes wrong, like I'm kind of a doom prepper in that way, that like I don't want to build a shelter somewhere. I kind of am in a shelter. But I want to preserve knowledge and you know.
But the fun part is that then we can actually go back to that business thing you had again.
Right.
That different people are really good at different stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, managing actually yourself, only being by yourself in a apocalyptic world where you have to know all this shit, that is going to take a long time to build up.
Yeah.
And then it's really good that you actually could find people help you out with all these things.
Totally, yeah. Like that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing now. I love talking to people. Like we met at that alien contacting
thing. Yeah, that's CE5,
It was great. I loved that. It was such a great day for me. And Anton, my friend there, he loved it as well. So you guys were all pretty nice and awesome. Like such a great,
Thank you. You too, man.
Right? It was super fun. Like also that we saw something. That was also pretty cool, right? Didn't you see those? There's these blinking and there's like
blinks, flashes. But the fun part, you know, we were a pretty huge group at first, and then was it 4 people that left after a while?
Then that shit happened.
Everything started happening,
right? Because they were spectators. You shouldn't be a spectator in the group.
No,
you shouldn't. You should be participating.
It was more like those alien forums out there were more like, okay, well, we're not gonna show until they're gone because they ain't gonna comprehend it in some way.
I think if we did this and just made the circle even tighter, and we went out into a fucking field where there's no one, just slept overnight, I think we could really make some progress.
Yeah, I think so too. But we will have to continue doing it over and over again, as you say, to tighten the group.
Kind of.
Because there is a lot of different energies when you just hook up for one. Hook up, that's the wrong word. But
right. Yeah, no, but it's true. Hook up a whole group. You know, there's people who hadn't done this before. There's I don't even meditate that much because I open up. You know, the thing that I kind of need. Not closed, but I need to not be, you know, all the time, you know. I need to be like, hey, this is computer, this is you know, this is things we're doing, you know. But I could totally, you know, at some point in the future, I would like to just take when I've made a little bit of money, I would just like to take maybe 5 years off and just explore all kinds of, you know. Maybe have someone with me or a dude in a company or something. Like I keep imagining I've built this company that is really successful, and almost all of the processes is delegated, and there's money coming in every month, and I'm like, let's build more. And I kind of take this maybe 5 years off where I just explore things in China, Japan, Korea, like Europe, just like places, figuring out things, like talking to a lot of people, just expanding my knowledge, and just, you know, kind of spiritually, you know, I don't want to have anything to do with drugs. but I kind of want to, just see what's out there. What are people doing? What kind of technologies are, just a real good journey for reporting back home. Like I really would love to stay maybe 2 years in just Japan. Just seeing what's available, what kind of businesses they have there, what kind of people they things people do on a daily basis, like what's the structure, like societal norms, stuff like that, like what's the food, like why can we have this food in this place, what kind of things, all these questions I would love to just dive into.
I'd say if you actually start meditating and do it as a daily practice, there's a lot of questions you can get answers to.
Like
a lot of answers I've found inside of myself. Because during meditation, you step into a process where you silence your brain at the same time as you opening up for a higher consciousness and the universe. And as soon as you can silence your brain, well, it's not actually possible to silence it, but to tune out and focus on something else, that is when you get the ability to download information.
Right.
And I say download, but it is actually things you have inside of yourself.
But that would indicate that we have the whole universe inside our fucking brains, like, that we can tap into.
We have one conscious. And talking about one conscious,
right?
I heard a study that a lot of things, let's say when they invent new things, usually it invents at more places at the same time than just one.
Yeah, that's true.
And
like
they
saw that.
And they say that that
would mean that everything that has ever been invented will ever be invented has all like, and that it's a conscious thing that
and that you can just pick the information like boom boom.
So but that also, but I've seen this for myself. I come up with an idea and I just like, I kind of see someone mentioning it somewhere like, hey, I had that idea. Like I think ideas are coming to the people who are able to create them. And if it takes too long, or if it's like something you go and think about for a long time and you don't do anything with it, eventually that idea will go to someone else.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So it would be great if that was how it worked, because that would mean that eventually everything would be invented. Things would work like time travel. It's probably going to get banned, but
probably.
Yeah. But
maybe that's why we don't have it.
Right, but portals might be a thing, like like just going from Earth to Mars, or Earth to a whole new galaxy, or shipping cargo that way would be a lot easier.
No problems at all. I mean, you'd
no
have
problems
it,
at all. Yeah, instant. But that would mean you would have to, depending on where each like portal A and portal B, you would need to figure out like what's the temperature, night, day, all these things. So you have to dress like here. Like, are you going to the moon because you don't want to go from Earth to the moon without a fucking suit on, right?
Oh, you're just going with my shorts and flip flop. That's it.
See, just floating away. Oh fuck, poor dude. Fuck, get him back here.
He can't because he's dead.
Yeah, he's floating away. So that's the thing. But like they're doing this. Like I think they managed to teleport an apple or something. I heard.
Yeah, I've
something
heard
like
so
that.
too. I'm not sure if it's true though.
I don't even know. No, but we can speculate, and
definitely.
That's good. No, but yeah, fuck it. So. The world is wonderful. Just the fact that we can have this conversation is great,
Yeah. But the problem is that, not the problem, but a problem I believe that might occur further on is the censorship that's going on right now.
Oh, like we censor ourselves?
Yeah, both
like,
self-censoring, but actually censoring news and
right.
overall
So
our thoughts on, let's say, Facebook, YouTube.
Right. That people are like, hey, like let's say when they say something like, okay, let's just say hypothetically an Asian actor in a movie, and then people were like, that's hurtful to Asians, but that's a white woman saying that. And then Asians are like, no, we're actually okay with that. It's pretty good, But then they take like the approach of like a different, it's just a fucking, all this, like censoring each other. Oh, you couldn't say that. Yeah, PG or whatever. Fucking political correctness, right? Fucking shut up. Just shut it.
Shut it.
Shut it. And that's also why I kind of wanted this podcast, because we need someone to just say the things we want to say, the shit we want to say, the cuss words we want to say, a place for free thinking and free speech and but also I want to say this, like, if people are complaining, please complain the shit out of those comments, just write a lot of comments, a lot of reviews. Just if you're really angry right now, please go to the comment section, tell all your friends about how angry you are.
Just type it in, everything.
Please. And long and elaborate, please.
Or actually just type in your thoughts overall. I mean, on the subjects we've had.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be angry thoughts.
No.
If you love this, please tell us, and
But the thing I was thinking about censorship.
We're almost done here. We're almost done. We're at 1:15. So just
1:15,
to finish it off real quick.
Yeah, so finish it off. So the censorship I was talking about is actually the censorship going on right now with the COVID virus.
Right. Okay. What's that?
So there's a lot.
Okay, I know what COVID is,
there's a lot of doctors that has been out there on the internet telling that COVID is not a lie. They saying it, but they can't test it.
Okay.
There's no test. There's no test that can pinpoint it that it is a virus.
Where do you get this information from?
I get this information from our World Wide Web.
Facebook?
Partly, but also in articles.
Like what kind of articles? Is it like news articles?
No, because I don't trust the news. I mean, the public news, or let's say DR TV or the radio, or
that?
The DR.
Oh, Danish
radio and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, they're all owned by the government.
Yeah.
And they are portraying every news in the way they want it.
Okay.
So that's I'd say they're trying to control the whole mass.
Okay.
So
I could somewhat agree to that, sure.
Yeah, but the censorship thing is that...
Hang on, but these places you get these news, like, are these just people writing? Like, is it bloggers, or is it
No,
like...
it's not bloggers. It actually
it's like
is
real websites.
It's more individual news sites. Okay.
Can you show me one of them? Like what?
Not right away throughout my memory. No.
Okay.
But I can try to show you afterwards. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So either way, but the point is that all these video clips where they actually have gathered scientists and doctors and saying that this is just bullshit. It's not real.
Okay.
Those things get banned and censored.
Okay.
And the thing that I'm getting to is that why would that be censorship if it's all bullshit? Because there's a lot of other shit that's viral that's gone out there. I mean, you can say Donald Trump is a astronaut from outer space. That would not be censored. You can say that pornography is made out of kids or aliens.
Have you seen the documentary Social Dilemma?
No.
You have to see it.
I've heard Netflix. I've heard it. Yeah,
you
I saw
have to
it.
see it. They're actually talking about this. Like, I don't want to say it's fake news, but if it is fake news, then I think there's gone a lot of power into trying to like all these social media and websites trying to censoring things that can't be confirmed. Like if there's not a source, or if it's like like all these kind of websites where if it's not from the main thing, then it can be bloggers with their own viewpoints. It can be spiritual, like like when it's just someone's website or claiming just world news or something, then it can be any. Like then there's no source. Like then it can be people, just coming up with it and having their own agenda for that. That's something I'm really careful of. Like where do I read? But But I don't really like news. Like, I don't really want to participate in the conversation at all, you know. But I also know that the most important news will eventually reach me somehow, and then I can see like, oh, okay, there's like multiple sources from like, okay. But if I only get it from one place, like I remember seeing like a story of what was it? I don't even remember right now, but it was like something. I don't remember. Thank God, you know. But it was like a thing where like, fuck, this is like some serious shit, you know. Started telling people like, you know, fuck, you know. And then I found out it's like one of these. Have you seen one of these conspiracy theory Facebook page kind of, you know, the 50 things you didn't know were hidden in a cave, you know, or like stuff like that, you know. And then you click on it, and then it's like going into like, number 15. This cave is fucking scary, you know? Located in Costa Rica. No, but it's one of those kind of things. And I later found out that's something called Facebook. The
algorithm?
No. It's called Facebook Instant Articles. Which the people who write these articles are making massive money, like massively. Like those pages with like millions of likes, they are making a daily, when they post one article, I think it was something like $17,000 per article. Yeah, just from the traffic people click on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like a serious business
There's
model.
a lot of money going into that.
Totally. So whatever people clicks on is what they post. You know, and all these kind of things, because it's so confusing today where with real information, I'm just not getting any of it. Like, so I don't even, you know, fuck DR, fuck TV2, fuck news.com, fuck New York Times, fuck everything. I don't need that. Like, it gets me anxious, you know. I don't need to know that a fucking house fire in California was made by a, you know.
I agree with you. I don't want that either.
Gender reveal that just set off a fucking fire in Glendale. I was thinking, fuck, man.
Yeah, but I'm not that into the news either. No. So, but I'm into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but that can take like that can take a real, you know. Okay, I love that shit too, but I can't think of that shit every day. Like it's not comforting me in any way, because it's posing no solutions. It's posing like what do I do with it? I can just find out about it, and then I can be anxious, you know, kind of, you know, like, oh, there's like a reptilian race just fucking over us, you know, like, oh, maybe there is, you know, but for now I don't need to think about that when I need to sleep, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right. So I try to not think of any like I
mean, you're focusing on your
totally.
goals and what you want to do.
I'm focusing on my own shit, doing a podcast, doing a little bit of art, making a TikTok or something like that, right? After all, I feel like I am a sort of entertainer, you know, but also kind of like, you know, maybe have some valid points at some point, you know.
It's a good thing.
But that's it for today. I think that's a good note to end the show on, right? It's a good talk we had, and also she's real good. The Invisible Woman podcast. Go see that. Go listen to it. She's great.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. Where can people find you, Mr. Richard?
Well, if they want to find me, you can find me on Instagram, where I have my page that is called Cloud Connect Denmark. I'm a healer. I do healing, tarot cards, and stuff like that. And I also have my own webpage that is cloudconnectdenmark.com.
And that is Cloud Connect?
Yes, Cloud Connect Denmark. So, I mean, that is not, it's a website that's running, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, as you say it.
Yeah.
So it's not fancy, that's for sure.
Well, so. Selling yourself good.
No, I'm not selling my webpage, at least.
Okay,
I mean, I'd say I'm really good at what I'm doing.
Yeah?
That I would say that, yeah.
He's good at what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm good at healing, reading people sometimes as well. So.
How much do you charge for healing? Can you say that?
Well, yeah, I can say that. It's not much. Okay. I'm just actually taking 250 krones.
That's okay.
So it's not
that's
bad.
a good. So what do people get when they get healed?
Well, they get an energetically reboot, I'd say.
Okay.
It's both rebooting the system, but also healing the system. I mean, healing broken
I'm
tissues
kind of interested
or
right
stuff
now.
like
Can
that.
you,
So,
is there some way you can show on me right now for the listeners?
well, yeah, I can try. I can try show it if you actually want. So,
yeah, can you come over here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I sit like this?
Yeah. No
Okay. Here we go.
So,
I want to see how you do this. Okay.
So it all comes down. It all comes down to the energy part again.
Okay.
Since we're all energy, it's something we actually can use.
Okay, let's see it.
So, all you have to do. So the first thing you have to do is just sit relaxed. I don't know, maybe lean back.
Like this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the mic here so I can.
And then you tell yourself that you open up and getting receptible for the energy.
Should you do like?
Yeah, I'm coming over to you. I could actually do it from here.
Is there space enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great.
And what I'm gonna try to do now is actually that you're gonna just feel energy flowing through.
Okay, great.
So let's see what can happen.
Okay.
So it usually needs some preparation to open up for the energy. Take a couple, deep breaths down your belly, all the way down, all the way down. Long breaths.
Okay.
And now with all the bad shit, exhale the bad shit, as they say.
Exhale all the X. What's these X's doing here?
Oh, well, you don't know. It's the naked ghost again.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, but I'm going to open up to the energy as well.
Okay.
So I get that flowing.
Okay.
So. Okay, so let's see.
All right.
Just gonna see if you can
you
feel anything.
Do you need to move closer?
No.
Okay.
So now just close your eyes.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
And we'll see.
There we go. Now's the right time to strangle me if you want it.
Yeah. I don't like. I'm not even that shit.
No, that's cool. Okay. So what are you gonna do? Try to explain here.
So what I'm gonna do now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hands on your head, actually.
Okay. I kind of feel something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you already do, yeah.
Okay.
And now what I want you to feel, not feel, but try to feel, is just actually energy flowing through you. If there's tingling, if there's warmth,
Okay.
it could be cold, it could be actually anything. It could be old memories popping up. It could be an ache somewhere in your body. And all this indicates that the energy is working and flowing through you.
I kind of feel it in my shoulders and neck. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe it's like a calming feeling, or I don't know.
I'm just gonna focusing on letting it happen, channeling the energy.
All this energy is going to my dick. No. Just like, oh my god, a boner's coming on. Oh, that's fun.
Energy, right?
Yeah. It's making me horny. No.
Usually you do this for maybe a short session is 20 minutes.
Okay.
40 minutes, it depends.
It's kind of comforting somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the energy I'm using is also love. I mean, it's just pure love
Oh, that's great.
channeling through me. So that should bring a calming feeling.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But should I try to channel another feeling, an awful feeling? Actually,
Oh no!
See if you can
Oh,
feel it?
please don't! Please don't!
Okay, I'll just stick to love.
Stick to love, please. I love love. But it's interesting that you can provoke those feelings just by,
Yeah, but you know, it's the same thing as if you actually walk into a room with with a person that's angry.
you can feel.
You can feel that energy.
Yeah, totally.
So-
yeah. I think I feel kind of calm right now.
Yeah?
It's kind of calming. Like maybe a healing or a cleansing or what do you say? Like it feels kind of like I just had a massage or something.
Yeah.
Like kind of
it gets
that,
mentally and physically relaxing.
I kind of feel like that. Oh wow! You know?
I'm happy you could feel it.
Yeah, I kind of feel that. It's kind of weird actually. I don't know. I don't know what to explain it, but
it's kind of like
worth a try.
Energy sweeping through your body.
Yeah, but also it's kind of calming, and I think that might be the love part of it.
Yeah.
That it's kind of interesting.
Because I mean, it goes into your every cell, deep into every cell. And
how did you learn that? How did you?
It all started with me getting seeing a therapist.
Okay.
And I'm having a really hard time in my life, and I found her, and it's been a really good therapist. And after a while, I didn't notice, but she told me that she also do guided meditation, so I started doing that. It was really pleasant.
It
was really good. Coming deep into yourself and exploring consciousness and the world inside of you.
Right. So you had to be at her studio to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have to be there, but she held it in her studio. So, and then after the meditation part, she told me that she was doing this spiritual development.
Okay.
And that is just a spiritual practice and development of yourself, and discovering the gifts, or not the gifts, but the senses that actually human possessed. Is that the word?
Possess,
that we actually can use. I mean, feeling energy as you could do.
Yeah. I totally
just
felt that.
Channeling it, for example. And it was also a bit of trying different things. I also had the opportunity to get in contact with dead people. Well, I mean, spirits, ghosts, or whatever.
How's that? Like, is that can that be like?
It can be frightening, but since we were operating out of love and doing it through love, that was the only feeling that came through, because they were helping us through the healing. We were getting the channeling from them.
Right.
But during the education, during the courses, we also just went into an old barn to see what we could feel, what the energies inside of there were.
Okay, so it's like it was country, like kind of
countryside.
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
So, do you want to hear about that?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, we already run.
We just keep it just running. Yeah.
So we went into this barn. I think we were 5 people. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were just walking around, writing down whatever we felt. And I remember feeling it was also an old stables. I mean, you could feel the scent of horses, stuff like that.
You could smell. Yeah.
So I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Totally.
But what I did notice was that I could also hear the horses stomping the ground, eating.
Right.
And also at one point, as our guest told us on the phone, I could see someone hanging from the ceiling.
Like, were you like, you guys were sober, right?
Yeah, we were sober. There are no drugs, no alcohol, anything. So
how did that happen?
So when you're exploring these things, when you're opening up to it, it doesn't have to be a physical vision. This vision was in my head.
Okay, so it could also just be
it could actually just be an imaginary thing. Okay. But the thing was that we were more people. I think we were 3 or 4 that picked that up.
Okay, shit.
So there was a confirmation out of it.
Oh, wow.
And then we talked to our teacher, and she also told us that, it has happened.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And then another thing I remember is that we were...
Was this in Denmark?
No, it's back home in Sweden.
Oh, okay, shit. Is there a lot of people hanging themselves in barns in Sweden?
Yeah, that's just the type of shit that's going on. All this masturbating in the closet with a noose around your neck.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, that's why I quit alcohol.
Shit, that would also be a big leap, right? I need to hang myself from this barn in order to get it. Like, I can't just sit with a beer. I have to get inside the fucking barn at the fucking top and just, and there's no stools. So
that's weird, huh? Yeah. But another thing was that also I experienced a young girl.
Okay.
Walking beside me. I sat down at one place and I saw this young girl with a short skirt and
was she crying?
No, she wasn't crying. Okay. That was just a friendly spirit, I'd say. Friendly girl.
And but so you don't know if the woman hanging from the ceiling and the daughter was related?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Don't know that.
Okay.
But it was really interesting.
Could it maybe have been a one ghost from one time period and one ghost for a second time period?
I mean, they can all connect.
Were they like differently dressed?
Actually, I don't remember. You know, the woman hanging from the ceiling. That was not. You couldn't see details. You could see someone hanging, but that was it.
Okay.
But the girl, I'd say the around 1800 as well.
Okay.
Was its old dress, stripy.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
But that's where it all started. So from out of that, I started developing my own kind of healing. I started using all Earth's elements.
Right.
Working through the fire, air, water, and wind.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I also, in some way, stumbled upon my teacher now in Denmark.
Okay.
And I started doing, I started taking the courses there, educating to aware heart healing.
Where heart heal?
Aware heart.
Aware heart? What's that?
So that is the thing I gave you. The aware heart is just working from pure love.
Okay.
And
that's a great place to start. You know, pure love is like that's gonna heal some shit.
I mean, that is also what we've been working with earlier.
Right.
Well, what I have been working with earlier. Yeah. But it's not in that specific way.
No.
It's like there's also this healing called Reiki.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about Reiki healing.
Yeah. I don't really. What is it?
I'm not that sure either. But I'd say it's a more heavier form of energy because I've had Reiki healing and I could really feel it, kind of like weighing my body down.
Okay.
When I had aware heart healing the first time, that really was uplifting. Okay. Afterwards, I had so much energy and I was really, really happy. There was something really new to it.
Okay.
So that's why I got really hooked on it.
Fuck. Let's hope there's some people in here like fucking interested. This is going to be good.
I hope so.
Tell them where they can find you again.
I'll tell you again. Yeah, so it's Cloud Connect Denmark on Instagram and also cloudconnect.com.
Right.
On your just web browser.
So. And you're Richard.
My name is Richard. Victor.
And thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Remember, silence. That's a good thing. Here we go. Turning it off.
Thanks for tuning in to Nomo Radio. Go follow us on social media at Nomo Radio for the latest news and updates. And remember to follow your host at VX Madsen and Ada.mo. You can find all the episodes on the official website at www.nomoradio.com.